Good day and welcome to week 1, day 4 of professional development for the Microsoft Office 365 and QuickBooks course. We're in day 4, which things are moving really quickly. So let's talk about what every Thursday will look like for the entire training program. So each week on Thursday for the next 12 weeks, you are required to complete a weekly project. This week's project is professional development, which requires you to create a slide deck of assignments completed for the subjects in this week. This gives you, the student, an opportunity to display your hard work in a presentation format, narrating your concepts and benefits behind completing your projects, and including screenshots, what you have learned in a slide deck presentation format, and then recording that presentation using Google Screen Recorder. Now, that's what we recommend, but you could use any screen recorder that is most comfortable for you. Thursday's hours are 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. to complete this project, and you must meet the requirements for each weekly project as detailed below. Upon completing the entire 12 weeks of this training program, your final project will compile all of these projects into your final project presentation. So let's talk about what the requirements are for your slide deck. You're going to create a slide deck using Google Slides to create your project for the week. Now, we haven't formally going into the basics of using Google Slides, but we just want to see what your ability is in terms of just like most jobs will say duties as assigned, and they kind of throw you in there to see what you could do just to test the skill level. It also gives you an opportunity to determine what you know and what you don't know. So we're going to use this slide deck in a before and after. So see where you went in and pretty much figured out how to use this very user-friendly program called Google Slides. So we'll see how you do. And more importantly, again, you'll be able to see how you do and compare it to future projects. So this is a great tool that we use to just get students to see where their skill set is now and where it will be later. This week, you're going to name your slide deck Professional Development Weekly Project. The slide deck must have a slide that represents all assignments you completed and created for each day, Monday through Wednesday. You'll also include screenshots. That way we have a picture that we can see exactly what you're doing in that slide deck. Once you created your slide deck, the next step, you must narrate each slide detailing to your audience your accomplishments for the week by using the screen recorder of your choice or screen recorder for Google Chrome. We've actually provided a video of instructions on how to use the Google Screen Recorder. But of course, you can use whatever it is that you want. The purpose behind this is to improve not only your communication skills, but also organizational skills, your speaking skills in terms of speaking to an audience, knowing your audience, and also being able to articulate what you've done, what you've accomplished. And in an interview, that's going to go over very well if you're able to be really, really good at it because you've been practicing it for 12 weeks. So there's a method behind all of these assignments that we give you. I want to say that there is no assignment that is not going to be fruitful for your career endeavors. We don't waste time on projects that don't really matter. And so the reinforcement and being able to do these types of projects and get real comfortable with doing it when the time comes that where you need it, it'll be so comfortable for you to do it. So instructions for Thursday and every Thursday is to add a screen recorder to your Chrome or whatever screen recorder you're going to be using. Just stay consistent. Find the one that you like the best. Google it. But we do recommend the one from Chrome because it's in the Google platform and everything works nicely together. See the video tutorial below to add that app to your Chrome browser. In your first week, you will use a template to create your first slide deck, which we provided below. You may also use a template inside Google Slides if you prefer, over the template link below. Or you could design your own from scratch. It's pretty much up to you. If you're using a template, you're going to complete step number 4 by modifying that template to create your own customized format. So please do not make it look exactly like the template, because then we can see clearly that you have not put that effort into to be unique and to stand out. And you have to be able to stand out in this world of work as well as the world of business. Because if you look like somebody else, that person may have a skill set equal to yours, but because theirs is more unique and better, they'll get the opportunity and you won't. So, step number 5, create a narrated screen recording of your slide deck in presentation format. So that means that you're going to open up your, and this is where you'll have your opening slide, where you will introduce yourself and the title of the presentation, and you'll detail what the purpose of this presentation is for. And then you will go to each slide. As you can see, we gave you a sample. You did your digital skills assessment. Now, that's not where you start off. Start off in the beginning of what you did the whole entire week of professional development. We just put that sample in there as to show you illustration of your screenshot, and then, of course, put your text in there, and then you will continue on and complete the entire slide deck. Now, the purpose of this is to, again, show your creativity, document what you've learned, practicing your presentation skills, practicing your organizational skills. It has to flow, so you're telling a story to someone that doesn't know what you did all week. So we want you to practice that, and that's the format that we use. Again, we mentioned that there's a screen recorder video for Google, and then here is actually how to use it, should you select it. It is highly recommended that you select this one. It's not necessarily, it is a requirement that you do it, but if you prefer something else, then you can use that. You have the option, but we highly recommend that you use the Google platform because everything is user-friendly and it connects. And some of these screen recorders are good for a trial basis, and then they want money. So do your research before you decide to deviate from what is recommended, which is the Google platform for screen recording. You'll be using this platform or app for screen recording throughout the 12 weeks. So every Thursday, you will have a set of instructions to create your weekly project as a presentation deck. And it is so important to see your progress as when you started to when you finish. And at the end, you actually combine everything into one short presentation, and we invite your counselor to the Zoom presentation, as well as you are able to invite 2 guests, and then, of course, we'll be on the call, Maria and I, as well, to kind of evaluate your progress that you've made in terms of your presentation skills, and, of course, the entire program comes together in one. So pay close attention to instructions, follow them in detail, and put effort into it being your product that you're producing at the end of the week. So you're a producer, and you want to look at this production as if it represents you in the quality of work that you can do should you be hired as a consultant or hired to work in a regular traditional employment environment. So we want that extra effort, definitely. And we want it to look good. We want a presentation that we want to look and listen to. So do your best. Now, I also want to go over the Friday assignment because we won't be meeting through Zoom. So on day 5, which is always going to be a weekly exam, and the schedule for Friday is 9 to 12 as well. And so therefore you will be given an opportunity to complete your weekly exam as well as your administrative tests. So complete your weekly exam using the link below, and then turn in all your assignments and your administrative reports to Google Classroom. Those administrative assignments are your weekly timesheet, your weekly activity log, which should also include in your Google Classroom screenshots of all the workbooks that you completed, and then your Clockify report. Then we also include a weekly evaluation for you to just let us know how we're doing. So that you will get every single week as well. So let's take a look at the weekly evaluation. So you'll get this where you put your name and your information in there and talk about the course content, give us your opinion, course materials, your skills, etc. This is an area where we would love to hear from you, whether you agree with the process. We welcome your recommendations. If you disagree, we welcome your recommendations. So this is a positive format where you can give us your opinion about what and how you feel about the actual class. So you'll do that every week. And then you're always going to get a exam that's in the same format of a Google form. And the good news about this is that we're going to show you how to create your own. So for your mock business project, you will be, everything that you see us doing as part of this class, we're going to show you how to do. So this is very exciting. It's going to meet the requirements that you're looking for, and also meet the requirements for the funding agency for which they've hired us to teach you. So this weekly exam, you're going to complete that. And when you get done, as soon as you hit submit at the bottom, you're going to be able to take a screenshot of that and turn it in. Also, we've included in here some videos that will tell you again how to turn in your assignments. This is how to take the screenshot and turn it in again. So we put that in there a couple of times so that you could get very comfortable with what to do. Again, you're only taking the screenshot after you hit submit. Not every page that you do, just the submit. And your timesheet should be in you've already received your timesheet, so make sure that you complete that. Your activity log, you already received that as well, so make sure you include that. It's got to be completed. And turn in. Now, this due date for Friday is going to be, we kind of like give you a chance to, in the first week, to get things done. So I'll go ahead and put that in there, and we'll make that 4 p.m. Actually, we'll go with 6 p.m. And that way that gives you plenty of time. If you need more time, you just let us know, and we'll extend it. And this will be released on Friday morning, as well as the previous one will be released on Thursday morning. So that will conclude your actual first week of the Microsoft Office 365 and QuickBooks training program, which is the professional development. Next week, we'll go into technology basics, where we will be exploring a number of platforms that are going to be beneficial to your career, as well as to this training program, and just general types of skill sets that you would need in order to succeed in the world of work or the world of business. So, any questions, put them up on Google Stream. And again, remember our motto, Google it first, because that gets you in the habit of figuring it out on your own. And if you can't, then you come and ask the instructor. But it gives you that ability to explore how you can find your answers, because you won't be in school forever. When you get to that job or you start that business, you may not have anybody to go to ask. So that's why we get you to get into the habit of Googling it first. And then if you don't get what you need, then you the second tier is to have the instructor to tell you. And some may say, well, that's why I came here, so you could teach me. And we are teaching you. We're teaching you how to be independent, get your answers, because we won't be there for you forever. But you will be there for you forever, and you'll have the tools to get the job done. And that's the philosophy behind it. We are a school that puts your future first. Not when you're in school, what you're able to do and get help with, but what you're able to do when you leave us. And also be like that top-notch person at the job, or growing your business very exponentially as you would want to. So it's all got a purpose. So if you follow our lead, read our instructions, follow the procedures, I guarantee you in the end it will all work for your advantage. So having said that, you guys have a good weekend. And again, any questions, any problems, click on your stream and post them, and we'll get back to you. Thank you and have a great day.